We're going on a journey deep into the heart of America to a place that embodies resilience, grit, and an unbreakable spirit. We're talking about Michigan. I was recently inspired by the stories I've heard from this state, stories of hardworking people, of families who have seen incredible highs and devastating lows. It got me thinking about the soul of Michigan, a place forged in industry and defined by the character of its people. I wanted to capture that feeling, that powerful mix of pride and perseverance. So I wrote a song. But before I share that, I want to talk about what led me to write it. Think about it. From the automobile boom that put the world on wheels to the quiet strength of small towns dotting the Great Lakes, Michigan has always been a cornerstone of the American story. It's a state of contrasts, the urban energy of Detroit, the serene beauty of the Upper Peninsula, the intellectual buzz of Ann Arbor, and the agricultural heartland in between. I was born in Flint. Not literally, of course, but that's the image that came to mind. I imagined growing up with motor oil in my veins, watching my father come home with hands calloused from working the line. I saw the smokestacks, once symbols of prosperity, falling like silent prophets in the rain. Yet, amidst the uncertainty, there was always this undercurrent of hope. I pictured a mother, the heart of the family, with a crucifix above the kitchen door, her faith unwavering even when the factory gates closed for good. Her simple belief that they'd always make it fine, that they'd find a way. That's the spirit I wanted to capture. This isn't just a story about one city or one family. It's the story of the entire Rust Belt. It's about communities that built this country from the frozen ground up, pouring their sweat and soul into every bolt, every beam, every car that rolled off the line. And when the world seemed to turn its back, when the jobs left and the headlines faded, these communities didn't crumble. They stood tall. They had fire in their hearts and rust on their hands, a testament to the work they'd done and the strength they still possessed. That's the core of it. Michigan won't back down. I thought about the highways, those arteries of the state, stretching from the industrial might of Dearborn all the way to the vast, beautiful shores of the Great Lakes. Driving those roads, you pass empty lots, spaces where grandfathers once worked and prayed, places that hold generations of memories. Some people left seeking better pay or a new start in places like Nashville. You can't blame them. But there's a powerful pull that keeps others there, a call to stay and rebuild. It's in the wind that cuts cold across Lake Superior, a wind that feels like every trial they've ever weathered and survived. It's a harsh beauty, but it forges an unbreakable strength. They were written off, weren't they? The news moved on, painting a picture of decline and decay. But that picture was incomplete. It missed the truth. The people of Michigan are still here, still paying their dues, still working, still dreaming. Every scar tells a story. Every loss is proof of a fight fought. There's a crucial difference between falling down and being through, and Michigan is far from through. The spirit of resilience is alive and well. You see it in the startups revitalizing Detroit, in the farmers working the land, in the artists and musicians telling new stories. This isn't about nostalgia for a bygone era. It's about honoring the past while building a new future. It's about taking that legacy of hard work and applying it to the challenges of today. It's about a community that looks out for its own, that understands that their greatest strength is each other. So, with all that in my heart, I picked up a guitar. This song is for every person who stayed, for every family that rebuilt, for every community that refused to be forgotten. It's a tribute to that unyielding spirit. It's called Michigan. We won't back down. I hope it resonates with you. Born in Flint with motor oil in my veins, my father's hands were calloused from the liner. Smokestacks fell like prophets in the rain, but Mama said we DOAs make it fine. She kept a crucifix above the kitchen door, kept believing. When the factory closed down, we got fire in our hearts and rust on our hands. We built this country up from frozen ground. Went the world forgets us. We still stand. Michigan, Michigan. We won't back down. We won't back down. The highway runs from Dearborn to the lake past empty lots where our grandfathers prayed. Some left for Nashville, some for better pay, but I still hear them calling me to stay. The wind cuts cold across Superior's shore. Like every test we VA weathered and survived. We got fire in our hearts and rust on our hands. We built this country up from frozen ground. When the world forgets us, we still stand. Michigan, Michigan, we won't back down. We won't back down. They wrote us off like yesterday's news, but we're still here, still paying dues. Every scar's a story. Every loss is proof that falling down ain't the same as through. We got fire in our hearts and rust on our hands. We built this country up from frozen ground. When the world forgets us, we still stand. Michigan, Michigan, we won't back down. Michigan, we won't back down. Michigan, we won't back down. Thank you so much for listening. This story, this spirit, it's not just in Michigan, it's in hard-working towns all across the country and the world. Let me know in the comments what this song made you think of. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more content. Until next time, take care.